Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Who's gonna win this fight? Well, this fight was meant to happen if both fighters won their fights on the day of reckoning. But obviously, Deontay Wilder lost this fight. But this fight is still on the table. This fight could still happen. Now, who will actually win this fight? Well, let's look at their latest performance, in which Deontay Wilder fought Robert Helenius and knocked him out in round one. After this, we all thought that Deontay Wilder, the old Deontay Wilder, was back. But obviously, that wasn't the case, because then he fought Joseph Parker, in which Joseph Parker completely outboxed him the whole fight, completely outlanded Deontay Wilder, and even rocked Deontay Wilder in round 8. And now, obviously, I don't even have to say this, Joseph Parker won by decision.
From New Zealand.
Now let's talk about Anthony Joshua's latest performances, in which we all know that he also fought Robert Helenius, in which they both started off very slow, but then Anthony Joshua picked it up and knocked him out in round 7.
Not a move.
Now, just recently, just a couple of days ago, we all know he fought Otto Wallin, in which he completely outboxed Otto Wallin. Nice jabs, great body shots, in which this led to Anthony Joshua rocking him in round 5.
His hands go.
And stopping him in the end of round 5.
They've stopped the fight, and it is over indeed. Anthony Joshua.
Now, if using their latest fight that they both had on the same card, then I think it's clear that Deontay Wilder will have to do some serious training if he wants to have a chance at beating Anthony Joshua. Because if using that, then it's clear that Anthony Joshua will obviously beat Deontay Wilder. But not only could we use this to determine who wins this fight, but we could also use the fact that Deontay Wilder's last fight was against Robert Helenius, in which this took place on October of 2022. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Anthony Joshua has had 3 fights this year, so Deontay Wilder's inactivity is something to look at. But let's talk about fighting. Well, when talking about fighting, again, it's clear who actually wins this fight, because we all know that Deontay Wilder can't box. He just has the power to knock out the lights out of anybody, but he lacks the fundamentals of boxing, as he lacks footwork and he lacks defense. So what I'm trying to say is that even a decent boxer with the right fundamentals of boxing could be Deontay Wilder, as all they have to do is duck that right hand. But again, it's not easy, which is why a lot of people haven't been able to beat Deontay Wilder. But Parker has proven that you don't have to be Tyson Fury in order to beat Deontay Wilder, as is definitely possible. But in the end, who wins this highly anticipated fight? Well, let me just say this. If we get the same unprepared Deontay Wilder that we got against Parker, who didn't let his hands go, then obviously he's going to lose against Anthony Joshua. So what he needs to do is get active in the fight with Anthony Joshua, let his hands go, so that way he keeps Anthony Joshua off of him, so that way he could land that right hand. But if he doesn't do what I just explained that he needs to do, then most likely Anthony Joshua will get the best of him and beat him.